Hello and welcome to Watching Movies with my pastor. And I feel like I sound better when I do this. This is kind of a special episode for February. I know we've been talking about doing Superman for a long time, but today, person from the jerk that he really was at the beginning. So I'll have more notes and more things to share as we go on there. But those of you who are watching along, which, by the way, if you are an exclusive member on Red Circle or a member of our Patreon, you will be able to hear the podcast with complete film audio. The rest of you we're only going to hear when we talk with occasional clips of speaking specifically about something that was just said in the film. We also have this available on YouTube. You'll be able to watch it without sound and all that kind of stuff. So make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube and have some fun with us in any way that you want, because that's what we're about. We're trying to have fun watching movies and also digging out some spiritual content. This is a movie that a lot of different religions have dug up some content out of here. But I have got the movie queued up right here. Yeah, for those of you listening, you're going to hear ba-doop, and the movie will begin. Okay, so as we're rolling into the credits, this is where I want to read some of this stuff. So Reuben conceived the outline of Groundhog Day in the early 1990s. He wrote it as a spec script to gain meetings with producers for other work, and eventually came to the attention of Harold Ramis, who worked with Reuben to make his idea less dark in tone and more palatable to a general audience by enhancing the comedy. Now, this is interesting. After being cast, Murray clashed with Ramis over the... Ramis. I'm getting this all wrong. Over the script. Murray wanted to focus on the philosophical elements, whereas Ramis concentrated on the comedic aspects. Principal photography took place from March to June 1992, almost entirely in Woodstock, Illinois. Filming was difficult in part because of the bitterly cold weather, but also because of the ongoing conflict between Ramis and Murray, which they did not really resolve until later on. That's why we didn't get Ghostbusters for a long time.
Probably right here, Elko, Nevada. Our nation's high at 79 today. Out in California, they're going to have some warm weather tomorrow. Okay.
This is one of my favorites. I went out and saw this movie about 4 or 5 times at the theater. I loved it.
Yeah, I didn't see it until later because you were talking about how good it was, and so I watched it when it come on cable.
Mostly, but look out, here comes trouble. Oh boy, front coming our way.
You know, I relate to this scene a lot better now that I work in local news television, and I have a meteorologist as my neighbor.
So you know that we get stuck with one of these big blue things just a week or two ago.
Yeah, actually, we have a large green screen.
Yeah, cool.
Well, you guys are talking about like watching it later, and I watched it later. I didn't see it when it first came out, and actually, the first time I watched it, I didn't really like it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and
some people are that way.
It took watching it again to be like, oh, okay, I kind of get what they're saying. Like, it's not just a comedy. Like, there's something deeper.
Yeah.
You know?
Something about her, every time I see her, she looks like one of the reporters from Batman.
Yeah, she
dies.
does. She really does.
Yeah.
And maybe it's her, and I just didn't know it. I should have done some research on how far back we go with the groundhog being a predictor of weather. I should have researched that, because then it's a whole big thing.
Oxytony Fiddle.
I
think we covered it over in the Fandom Nexus. I think last year maybe I did it.
Editor Diane Kingman looks at sex and violence in the movies.
And which conveniently is a movie that really doesn't have much of the violence.
I love how he's rocking back and forth.
He wants out so bad.
Yeah.
For your information,
Hairdo. I love him too. Chris Evans.
That's a good burn.
Yeah,
Chris Elliott. I love him.
Yeah.
He just disappeared somehow.
He's still around.
You just don't see him very much anymore.
Yeah. I love him on Everybody Loves Raymond. He's so great on there.
This guy is such a butt kisser.
I love him though.
Yeah. He just wants a chance to be on the air.
Yeah.
He might be, that weekend guy.
Yeah, probably.
This is such a great character introduction for her.
Yeah, it is. She's the innocence,
Yeah. It is kind of fun to play around with that. I've done that in college.
I'm kind of embarrassed when she looks up,
Yeah.
But not my kind of fun.
Yeah. But I love just... He still manages to be a lovable jerk, but boy, is he a jerk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this song was written by Harold... I don't hear this here. This song was written by Harold Ramis. This song was...
Yeah. The music is really loud for those of us hearing the audio. I will be able to balance it all later. I just want to make sure we can also hear the dialogue. Oh, well, I'm going to turn it down, and we'll just assume we know what the dialogue is.
Prediction show?
Hey, you're going to get me a copyright strike. Knock it off.
All right, sorry.
Don't sing along.
This is acting a little funky.
While we're listening to
Sorry.
your wires are fine. I have tested all these equipment. All right, so there was some wins here. Well, the BAFTA Awards, which is what British Actors Foundation Television Awards, something like that.
Yeah.
They won Best Original Screenplay, Danny Rubin and Harold Ramis.
Yeah.
British Comedy Awards in 1993, they won Best Comedy Film. Saturn Awards, Andie MacDowell won Best Actress. The film received nominations for Best Fantasy Film, Best Director, Best Actor, Bill Murray, and Best Writing, Danny Rubin and Harold Ramis. They also got some awards from the London Critics Circle Film Awards and the National Film Preservation Board. Premiering on February 12th of 1993. They're like 10 days late.
What I love about this movie, too, is all the side characters are so great in the role. And I love that it's because to me, it reminds me of Andy Griffith's show in the sense that it's the town, the small town, and every character in it stands out.
Yeah.
Because I like when you watch a show and every character has their own life and they're not acting like they're there to support you. They're a part of their own life, you know?
Yeah.
Because I love that. And that's what I love about that town. Everyone's doing their own little thing.
Yeah.
And I always wondered how they did it until I saw
and everybody knows each other that lives in the town.
Yeah. You just park that anywhere.
And then once a year, you got thousands of people just pour in to watch a little rodent come out of a hole.
And I love it. You know, it makes sense.
And I'd love to actually go and see it. I watch it.
I would love to.
They stream it every year. Early in the morning.
Once, I would love to go.
Sun's not even up, and they're out there partying.
Well,
and they said,
I was going to say, and you know that they don't actually, like they showed in the movie that they're in the town square, but it's actually out in a field.
It is.
It's in a park.
It's way out. Yeah.
And now
Heidi 2, a family classic.
And now this town that they filmed the movie in, now it gets people to come and visit.
Yeah, because people want to see the locations.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I did find when I was looking for the notes is that this movie has grown in status since it's come out and people have been watching it on cable and renting it. But it actually did pretty good. It had an estimated production budget of $14.6 million. It grossed approximately $71.1 million in the U.S. and Canada.
And it didn't even come out for Groundhog Day.
Right, it's 10 days late.
Yeah, it came out late. Because by the time it came out where we were at, it may have came out for people to see it, but by the time it came out where we were at, it was like nearly March.
And when you get around to the rest of the world, you know, sometimes they get it like a month after.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to give us more volume because we can't hear anybody talking. The music will be out for a while.
I'm not.
No, Larry's just dropping me off. I booked you in a very nice bed and breakfast in Cherry Street.
You got to admire the fact that she knows how to handle him already.
Yeah,
He's like, I bet it's like Mike Ross. Okay, I'm not going to say names. I was told about our meteorologist that it's like, okay, don't believe half of what he says because he thinks he's funny.
Everybody knows rumors.
Right.
It goes around.
So when she came in the shop, they told her about him.
Yeah. Prima donnas.
I love this. And only Bill Murray can get away with playing this curmudgeonly of a character.
Yeah,
and yet actually being very nice to her. On the set of this, he did bring everybody donuts one day, kind of like what the character does.
The original person they talked to about it,
Chevy Chase was one of the people.
But Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks was too nice.
Tom Hanks said Bill Murray would be good, and they did, of course.
You're getting ahead of me on my notes, but that's a very true thing. Let me jump down there real quick.
Sorry about that.
Because according to director Harold Ramis, most of the time when he tried to explain a scene to Bill Murray, Murray would interrupt and ask, just tell me, good Phil or bad Phil?
Yeah, that's right.
And Harold Ramis originally wanted Tom Hanks for the lead role, but decided against it, saying Tom Hanks was too nice. But Chevy Chase and Michael Keaton were also considered. Could you imagine? Chevy Chase is a jerk in real life.
Yeah.
He would have been great for it. I couldn't see him turning nice.
No.
Michael Keaton could have played it, but Michael Keaton is good at between serious and comedy.
They had him. He later on, Harold Ramis used Michael Keaton when he did Multiplicity.
Oh, yeah, that was a fun movie.
Andy was in that
too. Andy MacDowell, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's a great movie, too.
Yeah. I don't think Chevy Chase is as funny. Having watched like some of the Fletch movies and things like that.
I like Fletch, but...
They were amusing, but I didn't think they were as funny as...
Well, the funny thing about Fletch 1, it wasn't really made to be a comedy, but he made it into a comedy. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't watched that in a long time.
And the second Fletch is funny. It's pretty darn funny. That's
where they have like the fake church guy.
Yeah, it's funny.
I love this guy. He popped up at a lot of things. And he'll always be Santa Claus in Home Alone.
And he is. He's also was a Taco Bell voice for a long time on the commercials.
Was he the Chihuahua or something?
No, he was just the voice. He's like, "Got a Taco Bell."
Oh,
This sweet old lady is so oblivious.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she used to remind me of Miss Justice from her church.
Oh, yes. Oh, my goodness.
So sweet.
Yeah.
Would you get an espresso or a cappuccino this morning, is there?
Oh, I really don't know.
And this shows where he thinks, being a big city guy, that he's somehow or other better than these small town folks.
The egotist.
Yeah. But in truth, you got to love small town folks a little bit more.
The big hearts, man.
I love visiting Marceline, but I feel like I'm just not part of the crowd because everybody knows each other, that I'm the stranger in town.
Yeah.
But I would love to be able to like know everybody in their town because everybody's so nice and sweet to each other. And they're still nice to me, but
sure.
I wonder if I put it there, if that would be a little better.
So the downside, though,
I love how you turn into a weatherman all of a sudden.
Yeah.
the downside of like being in a small town, just because I see it because I teach in a small town now, is like everybody knows everything about everybody. Like there's no secrets. And then if you get on the wrong side of somebody or do something goofy, like you'll never live it down. That is the downside.
I used to visit a small town all the time when I was married to someone whose family's from a small town, and they were nice because they knew everybody.
Yeah.
But they were also not nice when they knew everything about everybody. So that was the problem with them.
It's a two-edged thing.
Yes, that's right.
I love how we take all the time to establish everywhere he's going to repeat. Oh, best scene. Here we go. We got to watch this. Phil?
It's hilarious.
I totally did this to Philip earlier in his office.
Yes, he did.
Watch him.
Hey. Now, don't you tell me you don't remember me, because I sure as heck fire remember you.
I love him.
He's so great in everything he does, even when he's serious.
And he can be mean in some movies.
Yeah.
It's scary.
Needle-nosed Ned the Head. Come on, buddy. Case Western High.
I actually had a principal that I worked for whose last name was Ryerson.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Ryerson.
Yep.
I love it.
Yeah. He was not like that at all.
No. I would tease him if I did.
Yeah.
I dated your sister until you told me
not to.
He told me not to. Now, that's one of the things I wonder. Did he actually ever even go to school with this guy?
I'm assuming. There was another movie this actor was in just that year called Sneakers. And he kind of plays a nerd in that too, but it's more serious, that's for certain.
Ned, I would love to stand here and talk with you, but I'm not going to.
I do have some notes in me. We'll just say the critical reception is 94% approval rating, Rotten Tomatoes, based on 81 reviews, and its audience scores are high as well. But I'm going to go and talk about Stephen Tobolowsky, who was hired after delivering an overwhelmingly obnoxious portrayal during his audition.
Yeah.
Now, another guy you're going to see, the prospective groom Fred, is actually Michael Shannon.
Yeah.
Which is his debut. Which, of course, now he's the second Zod. Right, and that where I know him from?
Yeah.
He's Zod in the Man of Steel, which he's a pretty good actor.
Oh,
but
he is.
I'm sorry, you can't beat Terrence Stamp.
No. He also played Elvis.
That pothole every time.
He played Elvis.
I could see that
in that movie where Elvis met with Nixon.
I'm all out of notes for this movie, so now I'm going to close my laptop and just watch.
Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, shouldn't sing along. I'll get a copyright strike. I love that. I know the song's so goofy. The stupid polka is great.
Yeah,
you're gonna hear it a lot
I love
too.
these
for some reason.
Costumes. Yeah, you're gonna hear it every day.
When I hear a polka, I think of Urkel.
Phil, over here! Where have you been?
It was horrible. A giant leech got me.
I never caught that line. Giant leech got me because the guy's kind of a giant leech. He just gloms onto
fire
you.
and they get warm and then they come back and they sing some more.
See, she's just got the right attitude about this. Just having so much
so
fun
sweet.
with the people.
Just enjoy it
gets
for what
it.
it is.
I like her. Creep.
You appreciate though that she still his stupid jokes. She still kind of sees where it's funny.
Well, yeah, she's affable.
So yeah, she's affable, but you see, there's that little bit of chance that he might have something charming about him that she might actually like if he learns to not be such a jerk and think of other people first.
I like how you could tell it's film because it's got the dots.
Right. I'm giving it the nice framing.
Who, as legend has it, can predict the coming of an early spring? So I guess the question we have to ask ourselves today is, does Phil feel lucky? Then it's the same old shtick every year. The guy comes out with a big...
And there's Bill Murray's
the
brother,
real-
Brian
there's
Doyle
the-
Murray. Why they call
That's
him
bad,
Murphy?
Phil.
Yeah, we're still on bad Phil.
I have to fight good Phil, bad Phil every day. There he is. Isn't he cute?
Now, I think from at the real ceremony, they have 2 little scrolls, and he kind of picks up
they
the
pull the scrolls out and let him go and
then
look.
that's what they determine it
Yep.
from. Yeah.
It's cute. It's fun. If you've never watched it,
it's
catch
fun.
it this February.
Yeah.
But they do dress like that pretty much. The
Yeah, they do,
top
yeah.
hat and everything. They did pretty good.
They were trying to be as authentic to the town as possible. Well, here's the scroll.
Prognosticator. I quote this a lot. And there's Bill Murray's brother.
Yep. As I was saying,
He's one of the best. I've seen him with so many things. He's great.
what's weird is when he tones down his voice, he does sound just like his brother.
If you watch him on National Lampoon's, not the Christmas Vacation, he's on that too, but just National Lampoon's Vacation, he's almost identical to Bill, and he sounds like him.
And the funny part is, Bill's other brother, his younger brother, is in Scrooged with him as his brother.
Oh, I remember. Yeah. He doesn't look as much like him
as Brian Doyle does.
The groundhog is kind of small for groundhogs. They got
really?
a little one, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's okay. That's probably easier to handle, you know.
Probably.
Yeah.
This year are cute.
They are. Oh,
But I understand they can get pretty ornery.
They can.
Well, they're a wild animal.
Yeah.
Even things that are cute out in the wild, don't mess around with. They're wild for a reason.
You know, and they're not at the top of the food chain. Like, they're food for other things. So.
Oh, yeah. I love that. What is going on? I say that a lot too.
Yeah.
I've quoted this movie so many times since I was 16.
Yeah. Nobody honks this over me, okay, pal? You gotta love Chris Elliott.
Yeah, he's so great.
Thinking he's like something special.
He is great, man.
Yeah.
I used to watch the Chris Elliott show. He was so funny on that. It was called, what was it called? Get a Life.
Yeah.
It was a great show.
I love the way he delivers this line, like he's just shivering so much when he's talking to the cop.
Yeah.
It's coming up here.
Hey, Commander!
Hey, Commander!
There's nothing going on. We're closing the road. Big blizzard moving in.
What blizzard? It's a couple of flakes.
Don't you listen to the weather. We got a major storm here.
Right next to weather. All of this moisture coming up out of the Gulf is going to push out to the east and then Altoona.
Now, you got that moisture on your head. Now you can go back to Puxatawny, or you can go ahead and freeze to death. It's your choice. So what's it going to be?
You gotta love the overdramatic pointing he's doing.
Yeah.
Well, but I wonder how many times like people come up to them and like tell them what their job is, like, you know.
I love this dude.
It's just a couple of flakes.
See that dude shoveling out there.
Yeah.
Hit his tongue hanging out.
Yeah.
Or for celebrities. Yeah.
Celebrities. Would you find out his ego right there?
Yeah. Well, you kind of get a taste of it all the way throughout.
Yeah, you
I
do.
think it kind of comes to a peak in that moment where he can't get what he wants.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like this guy.
Yeah, that bartender's been a lot of different things.
Oh,
I think.
he's cool.
Oh, and look, this poor woman, I just noticed, like, Chris Elliott just kind of pushes in on her and she just gives him a look. That's an extra who's participating in the scene.
Alone. Wow. Looking foxy tonight, man.
Well, it kind of goes along with him being a little bit oblivious about girls.
Yeah.
It kind of goes on with it. Yeah.
He thinks he's all that in a bag of chips,
He
and
thinks
he's not
it's
even a
great.
French fry.
That's a good one, Jerry. Mm-hmm. I love that picture behind him of the people getting married. That's cute. Maybe that's somewhat of foreshadowing. I don't know.
Now, they actually say a cold shower is good for you.
I don't feel good.
Yeah. Well, after a while, you get used to it, but apparently it helps your body heal.
Me not like it.
It's kind of like an athlete after a game, and they'll dump themselves in an ice tank. It's apparently there's got a lot of benefits to it, but
there wouldn't be hot water today.
There wouldn't be hot water today.
Yeah, what am I thinking? She's so sweet, though. It's hard
And
to
here we go, the first repeat. I've never. Well, maybe we have at some point. The little mints. Did we get on our honeymoon? Did they give us mints?
Yeah,
or chocolates?
They did
I don't remember.
I don't know. It was a long time ago. We did though. We had kind of a small town looking hotel. It was not the nicest place ever.
It was like near a truck stop. Like
it was near a truck stop. It was in Iowa because we figured it'd be easier just to stay in Iowa and then cross over into Nebraska to go to the zoo.
Yeah.
So we were just outside Omaha.
Well, we didn't know the area. We were just like, oh look. It's
now I'm sure you recognize the two.
It's Harold Ramis and I think Brian Doyle Murray.
Two great voices.
Wouldn't you love to have the recording that they used for this?
Yes, I would love to find
And
that.
play it on your phone as your alarm clock.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be
brother,
great.
man,
At
that'd
least
be great.
that time of year.
I mean, you can.
What is this,
geek on
Miami
stuff.
Beach? Not hardly.
Yeah. I love the way he says, like, hey, you guys should have checked. This is the tape from yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Which I understand better now that when I've worked in radio, our morning show was sent in through the computer or satellite or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
We'd have to download it. So it was been recorded the night before. So there, I guess a lot of radio stations would do that. When you have a syndicated show, you would receive it somehow, have it on tape or whatever. Back when you used tape, now everything's digital, and
like
so you could run it through and play it the next day.
And they were really smart.
But people would actually still call trying to talk to the Will Height and Wall show.
Oh, really?
Not knowing that they weren't live in studio, that they'd recorded the night before.
Yeah.
But I would talk to them like kids, small town people in Cameron, Missouri.
This
Poor guy.
Poor guy.
Yeah. But wasn't that yesterday? Give him a tic tac, because when you see Sandy, you got to get something, right?
Yeah.
Oh. See, you have to love those guys that they don't get big parts. They're not big stars, but you see them all the time, and they give great performances for small parts.
They're like the working actors.
They are
Not the
actors.
star,
Yeah.
they're
About
just like a
the
working actor.
character actor, those people that are really good.
Like Stephen Tobolowsky is very much character actor. He
Yes.
just morphs.
Her.
When you cast Bill Murray, though, you're going to get Bill Murray.
She's in Trapped in Paradise, and
But you
she's
like it.
great in there.
Oh, you keep telling me I need to watch that.
Yeah,
That's
I
what I
got
haven't
set
seen.
out. It's great. She's
That's a
wonderful
Christmas
in
movie.
there.
Then maybe next Christmas.
Well, it is and it isn't.
Okay.
It's not about Christmas. It just happens at that time.
Now I wonder that extra, if they coordinated that extra for her, I never noticed, to walk by and check whatever that she just did.
I love how this percentage goes down.
Yeah. He's changing his numbers.
Yeah, blame him. That would be freaky.
Yeah, he's panicking.
And about this film, it's funny how so many Hallmark movies and others have redone this film over and over again, so to speak.
I love this preview. Like, here's the piano teacher, but you don't know it till you meet her later.
Yeah.
The look, she's like, it's Groundhog Day, duh. I love the look she gives him.
Yeah. Watching the, not the makings, they do that too, but I was watching the, what do you call it, where people are talking.
Yeah, commentary. What's a commentary? Gee, I wonder.
I don't know. But watching the commentary during this film, it was nice to hear Harold Ramis and sometimes Bill Murray, but mostly Harold Ramis talking, how they would reshoot everything over and over again. He said it was kind of difficult because he said it's the only way to make this film. Yeah. Because snow comes and you had to redo, because you can't undo the snow.
Yeah.
So you would have to do like, I'm just guessing here, you have to do like 10, not just so someone messes up, but you'd have to do 10 takes, 10 scenes from like what you're going to do in this scene later in the film. And he says you had to mark it, then okay, now we're going to do take 2 of scene 27 or whatever.
Good fill or bad fill.
Yeah, that'd be a little difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because this would be very difficult.
Am I right? Right.
Because you'd have to have everybody go back from the get-go. That's why you had more than one director of the movie, but a director of all the people too.
Secondary directors.
Yeah, secondaries. And he was so good in this.
Yes.
This made me such
everybody
a
has to do
fan
the
of
exact same thing
Yeah.
and express the exact same way, and you'd have to do it multiple times depending on where you are in the film.
Yeah.
Even when I was an extra in
I really
independent film, I was an extra, and every time we did the scene, I tried to make sure I did everything like I had just done it. And the hamburger they were delivering to me, I would try not to handle it too much, but I was trying to look like a guy who was going to eat it. But I was like, do not take a bite of the hamburger because I can't get it back. But I managed to crumble the bun on this thing so bad that I was hoping nobody noticed me in the background doing it. I'm in the trailer for Lenexa 1 Mile. You can see me. She's all too willing to slap him.
Well, you can't really blame her. He's got a very slappable face. He had to go from...
And this is the first time he has a direct interaction with her.
Yeah.
That is going to launch.
He had to go from slappable to affable.
Oh, and she doesn't mind slapping him.
No. You're weird.
Mm-hmm. But it's usually the conversations in the diner that kind of launches him into that segment of...
Which he'll go into later,
Yeah. I love like Groundhog Day. I get that meme right there.
That's how I felt when I have seizures, but not now. But when I was younger, I had it on the different side of my head, and when I did, I'd have weird memory things, and it always made me feel like this, like something's not right. And it made me feel like I already been here and already done this. So I felt like this, like something's not right here.
Yeah.
Did I already do this? I love how I was looking around like, is someone else feeling this?
Yeah.
Am I alone?
Yeah.
Yep.
And a lot of these, though, they could do the scene the one time, just put cameras at different angles so they could show the exact same scene as it played out, but maybe show a slightly different angle. Oh, he doesn't have a diner scene with her this time.
Yeah, it's in there. It's so sarcastic.
Mm-hmm. Down in aspirin like you wouldn't believe.
I never noticed that his pajamas are real fancy. It kind of shows how he feels of himself too, really.
Yeah.
I never see
and
the big TVs
4
do a
o'clock
lot.
in the afternoon and he's already in his pajamas in his room.
Yeah.
This is almost kind of clever, though. He breaks the pencil just to test.
Yeah,
putting in separate things.
Either that or it's 4 a.m, but
and now you just see like we wonder how long he stared at the clock and the pencils just to see, and then he wakes up and checks the pencil and is like, oh no, yeah, the pencil's even in the drawer and it's okay. And the moment of like almost panic.
It wasn't just my imagination; it's really real.
Yeah. See, this is the denial stage.
Yeah.
This is not really happening to me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ignore it.
And every time he encounters her, that's I think where maybe that's when he moves to the next stage of this the list.
There goes the piano teacher.
Yep.
It's great that everybody in there is just sometimes different stages.
Right.
You see, you got that Groundhog Day.
Groundhog
Day. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
I say cool with a little bit of a wink. It's I don't know if cool's the right word.
You know what? Now
look at the flag. Even got a groundhog.
What it reminds me of now is the Buc-ee's.
Yes. Yeah.
Buc-ee's. Although that's a
woodchuck,
beaver,
I think.
But it's close. But I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know. I guess a woodchuck is a groundhog, isn't it?
Is it?
Yes. It's the same thing.
Oh.
Just 2 different names.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Sort of like a cougar and a mountain lion is the same thing.
I did not know that.
Cougar, mountain lion, puma. They're all the same animal.
Breed, basically, or just different type of.
The exact same thing.
Yeah, it's the same. Yeah, it's just different people call it different things.
Yeah.
So I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So he's going to move from the denial stage.
She's looking up and down.
We get a lot of new characters introduced in this scene here too, at the diner.
The guy that I looked like back then is right there behind him. Who's in other movies? I mean, The Burbs and everything.
And she always says something very apropos to the situation.
Okay.
Very sweet.
Wait for the punchline.
Really? This is the 3rd time.
Have a
It's like
Groundhog Day of the
yesterday
Spirit.
never happened.
I am racking my brain, but I can't even begin to imagine why you'd make up something like this.
I'm not making it up. I am asking you for help.
Okay, what do you want me to do?
I don't know. You're a producer. Come up with something.
Want my advice?
Here we go.
I think you should get your head examined if you expect me to believe a stupid story like that, Phil.
Phil? Like the groundhog, Phil?
Rick Dukeman.
I love him.
Yep.
I like it.
Yeah, the guy will be drunk later. Who can go for some flapjacks?
I drew caricatures of all these people last year, remember?
You better get going if we're going to stay ahead of the weather.
Let's talk about it back in Pittsburgh.
I'm not going back to Pittsburgh.
Why not?
Because of the blizzard.
I thought you said that was going to hit Altoona.
Yeah, I know that's what I said.
So great. He really is.
Mm-hmm. This is so fun. I love
There's
this
Harold.
line here.
Harold Ramis.
He's staring so close to it.
I miss him.
And then he says, at least nothing I can see. And he does the blink.
Yeah.
Harold Ramis was a genius.
Yeah, he was. I miss him.
Mm-hmm.
His character was my favorite Ghostbuster.
He was awesome. He was always likable. There's only one movie I can think of where he wasn't a likable person. Baby Boom.
Might have seen that a long time.
That's a good one.
Or maybe I haven't seen it. Oh, this poor psychiatrist. He doesn't know what to say. And I love the line at the end of this, too.
I suggest you see Baby Boom. That's good.
I have an alcoholic now. Yay.
I've seen this guy in a lot of movies.
It's funny him doing abnormal psychology when he was a paranormal psychologist in Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
I love this. That's tomorrow for you.
Oh. You're not even paying attention.
Is that not good? Punch, punch. But see, one thing that you'll note, this transition, it's not the advice he really got from Rita. It's his own advice.
Yeah.
He's going to drunk people and whatnot and getting the advice of like, what would you do if you only had one day to live over and over?
Yeah. Seeking his own understanding.
Mm-hmm. And I love how creepy he is. We made love like sea otters.
Well, that's the same guy that was like, Phil,
Yeah.
like the...
I love him, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's Gus.
You know, some guys would look at this glass and they would say, you know, that glass is half empty. Other guys would say, that glass is half full. I think you was a glass is half empty kind of guy, am I right?
What would you do if you were stuck in one place and every day was exactly the same and nothing that you did?
Here comes the bad advice.
That
Sums it up for me.
Yeah, that sums it up for me.
I like that dude.
Oh, so I guess it's still himself that he says, like, there's no consequences.
Yeah, that's
he
it.
He comes over to himself. So it's still very self-interested and he's not thinking of other people at all. Here.
Oh, there you go.
Going down.
I love this.
Friends don't let friends drive. Yeah. Yep. Okay, you're all right.
I don't think so. When this movie came out, I used to wear a shirt much like Gus there, and my hair was wavy like that at the time. So that there were some similarities at the time.
I kind of like that. You want to throw up here or in the car? I think both. There's times I've felt like that when I was going to throw up.
Yeah, I hate it.
I have thrown up in a car before. Well, at the side of the car.
Yeah, me too.
Got so sick while we were in Springfield one Christmas. Oh my goodness.
Sorry.
I don't think I should be driving.
I don't either.
Yeah. But you just noticed, Phil, he didn't have a beer in there.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
So
coffee.
He was drinking coffee. So
Or flapjacks.
Yes.
I love it.
Says the guy who looks like a lumberjack.
yeah. Says the guy who's about to throw up. Now he wants flapjacks. No consequence. No tomorrow. No consequences. Yep. There we go. No hangovers. Whatever we want.
He's all excited.
Bad advice from a drunk man. And here we go. I think I want you to stop.
Oh, yeah.
Don't drive on the railroad tracks. Yeah.
Well, Phil. I love that.
That's what I would agree with. Yeah.
Oh,
see, I guess that we're moving into the anger phase because all the stuff, all the rules of life that you have to follow, he's suddenly rebelling against all of them.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of likes it because he's like, screw it. Chances. We're talking in here.
See, at this point, I don't think he knows that he can't die or anything.
I think he's checking it out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because he does turn away before he hits the train. It's not until later when he tries to kill himself that I think he finds out I can't die.
True. Yeah, he takes the groundhog with him.
Yeah. Yep.
Or tries to anyway.
Oh, this is so smart alecky.
Perfect, Bill.
Yeah. Then he orders lunch. And some flapjacks.
that grin with the wink wink.
Yep.
This look on his face.
He's like, now we get to test it. And he wakes up in the hotel. Bed and breakfast.
That would be great, though. I felt like that when I've woken up before from horrible nightmares.
That everything's, I had a horrible nightmare last night that Heather was divorcing me and I have no idea why.
Oh, boy. That's not fun at all.
Yeah, and I kept trying to find, what's going on? She wouldn't talk to me or nothing.
I understand.
Didn't know what was going on. Oh my gosh.
It's terrible.
And then you wake up and I was laying here with cats on me. I'm like, I guess I'm fine.
I love this part.
Oh, that extra walked by checking the thing. I'm going to notice those weird things now.
Pretty great, really. Yeah. Harold's so good.
She's all flushed.
She likes it and doesn't like it at the same time.
What was that?
But it says Phil right there.
Yeah.
Of course, it's for Toxicology.
Yeah. Oh, this is so funny, though.
He's so
Phil?
good.
Ned? Bam!
Stuff that he wants to do.
He looks at the camera that way.
Swiss and bakery. That's cute. Whoa. Careful, son. Here we go.
And watching somebody else fall in the puddle.
See, he's not good yet. It's still bad, Phil.
I guess he took drunk man advice and not her advice.
That's right. Like this. Gluttony.
Gluttony, yeah.
See, that's the other thing. He's going through almost the sins at the same time.
He is. But she's going to give him a bit of warning.
Here we go, ego.
The wretch.
Mm-hmm. There's some flapjacks right there.
Yeah, lots of This makes me hungry. I'm hungry. I'm going to get some lunch. I mean, sorry for y'all. You're going to hear me eating raviolis, which are probably cooled off all the time that we've been in here. So I'm taking off my headphones and I'm going to miss a little bit.
coffee right from the pot.
Sure. Bring it hot coffee from the pot. Do. I will mute myself for a moment and you two talk amongst yourself. Oh, my battery power is really getting low. Uh-oh.
I love it. It's sticking that right in his mouth. That's so. Oh, wow.
That's why she says what she says.
Yeah. What?
The wretch, concentered all
in
himself. Living shall forfeit fair renown, and doubly dying
shall go down
to the vile dust from whence he sprung, unwept, unhonored, and unsung. Sir Walter Scott.
Willard Scott.
What, you don't like poetry?
I love poetry. I just thought that was Willard Scott. I was confused. You think I'm acting like this because I'm egocentric?
I love Willard Scott.
I
He
know
was
you're
fun.
egocentric. It's your defining characteristic.
That a weatherman for you. Huh?
Are you guys ready? We better get going if we're going to stay ahead of the weather.
Thanks, Larry. Well, would you like a doggy bag?
No, I'm going to stay here and finish.
I thought you hated this town.
Well, it's beginning to grow on me.
I do like that there's two clocks sitting there next to him.
Yeah. Two what now?
Two clocks.
Oh, yeah. Me too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of symbolism in the background stuff sometimes. Yeah. They're very smart with the way they have stuff back there.
Yeah.
I notice stuff all the time. And I've been watching this every year, at least once a year. Mm-hmm. At least once a year. Sometimes more.
Yeah.
And I know stuff to this day, like that Happy Groundhog, the Spirit. I'm assuming that's a newspaper or something.
Yeah.
But see, one's got a shadow back there, and one's got the groundhog running.
Yeah.
It helps when you have it on a big screen.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think that's why the first time I watched it, I was like, there's something here I'm missing. I don't know. I don't really care for it. But then like when I would watch it again, I was like, okay, like now I'm starting to see, and as I've watched it, I'm like, okay, it grows on you in appreciation. Or did me anyway.
Yeah. Like I said, it's got an Andy Griffith. I don't mean like the movies like Andy Griffith, but I mean as the town has a Mayberry feeling, was what I like. See, I we go to a small church, which all the people and everything. I like a small neighborhood feeling.
Yeah.
And it's not that small, really, Puxatawny. No. But it's small in comparison to Pittsburgh, let's say.
Yeah, yeah.
And since I'm eating, I'm not going to turn my microphone back on, but everybody will hear me talking through y'all's mics. I just got so hungry. I've seen all that food. And poor Nancy.
Yeah.
She's just getting taken advantage of here, really.
Well, if he's going through like the 7 deadly sins, this would no be lust. Yeah.
He
so
is going through.
Did.
And selfish. He's just a selfish jerk.
Yeah.
He's taking advantage. He doesn't care. He does not care.
Mm-hmm.
And people can go through that very easily with it, not even realizing, but they're taking it themselves.
Yeah.
I can't even hear the movie. I don't have my headphones on.
Oh, I feel sorry for her.
Well, this has happened to me where, like, even right after high school, people that I didn't know that they knew who I was in high school and were like, "Oh, hey, Jeremy, hi."
I go to this day, but a lot of it's my memory. My memory's not what it was because all the brain surgeries and all. Oh, look, see the fake log there, the fire.
Yeah.
We had one like that when I was a little kid, but we got rid of it. But we now have a new fake log of fire, but it's better because it's a heater and a literal heater. But those old fake logs looked faker than fake. They really did.
Yeah. Well, I grew up with like a real fire, wood and fireplace.
Wonderful.
So, yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Well, that was part of our heating in the winter.
One of the things I loved was when you'd hear the pop of the real fire. I'd go to my uncle's and they'd have a real fireplace. Mm-hmm. And I just loved the smell of it for one.
Yes.
And I loved the sound, the pop.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I do, especially at Christmas time, on YouTube or whatever, I'll find one of the fireplaces and I'll listen to that when I go to sleep. Sometimes I have Christmas music, sometimes not. Mm-hmm. But you can hear it, and it's stupid. I know it's in my mind, but it's almost like I can feel the heat and almost smell it. I know it's not really there; it's just in my mind, but it's funny how that happens.
Well, there's certain parts of your brain like smell and some of those sensations that they're close to your long-term memory.
Yeah.
So that's why when you when you smell certain cookies or something, you think of grandma or
and I can almost taste things sometimes, which I'm not even eating. Mm-hmm. But I can, like a while ago when Jeremy's talking about ravioli, I could almost taste the old days where I used to put certain cheese and things on it and sour cream, and I almost could literally taste this by the memory and stuff I used to do.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, in the movie, he's about to steal money.
Yeah.
Get them back on track.
Well, no, this is greed then.
Yeah, it's definitely greed and taking advantage of other people's ignorance.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of sad, and yet...
It's funny how easy it was, though.
Oh, it was very easy.
Well, but in these days, there's people that would look at that and be like, well, it's their fault for not paying attention.
Oh, they probably would. But
here's the thing. Me having worked as a courier, those bank bags are sealed with a key that only the bank have. So he would actually never be able to get the money out.
Unless he cut open the bag or something. Yeah.
Those, you wouldn't be surprised how tough that material is.
You'd have to work on it a bit.
I love this part where he goes in and dressed like Clint Eastwood.
I love this movie.
It's Heidi too, unless they have another movie there, which I don't think.
Well, I was going to take my bowl back, but now Kitty is half in my lap and half in yours. Yeah, you sweet thing. You are being a sweet kitty, aren't you? I need to put my bowl down so I can put my headphones on and turn my microphone back on.
Bronco. He's going to go by Bronco.
Call me Bronco. Kitty,
I love this.
Get up again. Yes, you're being such a sweet kitty. Now, I'm not sure if you ever see the maid lady again. Or
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
If she's there, because I don't remember if she's there, she's in the background somewhere. I don't think so. I think this is one of those things because it's not like you're going to see everybody.
Yeah. I think it's kind of also to show that lust, like he went on to somebody else,
Yep.
consequence free.
We also see that he's thinking of Rita. He really
he is.
Mm-hmm.
He might be in denial that he likes her.
And I believe in the beginning, at least in this territory, he was just wanting her. He didn't really, he was trying to do it in his own way, not the real way.
Yeah.
Not through love, but through
There
lust.
we go. I'm back. But I like this. He's almost having a genuine conversation with her here, too.
I like how you said almost.
Like, what time are you thinking about? I mean, he might have some bad motives, maybe, because he's trying to figure out how to get to her.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of both, sweetheart.
A little bit of both. Because he kind of likes her because she is super nice and everything. Mm-hmm. So he does kind of want to get to know her.
Because he noticed her right away.
Yeah.
Even whenever he hadn't met her yet, and said, "You haven't met Rita yet, have you?" And he kind of had a spark right there.
Well, because she's playing in the thing, and it's cute.
She's adorable.
I guess I want what everybody wants.
She's a sweet.
Career, love, marriage, children.
Are you seeing anyone?
I think this is getting too personal. I don't think I'm ready to share this with you. How about you? What do you want?
What I really want is someone like you.
Oh, please.
Yeah.
Well, why not?
But it comes off wrong, but I think he kind of means it like someone that's the type of woman you take home. I know I married one.
If he wasn't such a squirming kind of dude already, then she might not have thought that way. But you know, the only part of him she knew was a squirmy car salesman type so far.
Yeah.
Me also.
Yeah.
You start seeing the real him here in a moment. I love this. I love this.
All right, kitty cat. I see what you're doing.
I have a great body, he says.
And hardly ever. I don't even own any mirrors or something. That
it says, I hardly ever. I saw those good days without looking.
Yeah.
Or weeks or whatever it was. See?
Yeah. See, the part about this is also it shows how women can tend to have a lot of expectations. If a man does not perfectly fit all of them, they're like gone.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
No. It's hard to fit into every little category of stuff.
Yeah, but she's not looking for the looks necessarily.
Yeah.
Hers is more about the character. It's just, you know, nice body part, maybe not so much, but. He's doing something terrible there.
Yeah, he's taking the whatever that is out of the car.
Is that the battery? No, it's not the battery.
It looks like this top of the spark plugs.
Oh, you're probably
might
right.
be.
It looks like the top of the spark plugs would be.
You'd think it'd be something that Chris Elliott would notice. I can't remember his name in the movie.
I'm trying to think of it. Larry,
yeah.
She told us.
And here's the first time we get to see a repeat of one particular scene. Just we're going to repeat the day as he's making adjustments. See, the interesting thing is, as he's trying to get to know things about her, he starts to actually just like her genuinely.
Well, wouldn't you know it?
Wouldn't you know it?
But you see, he's squirmy. He's all trying to take advantage.
Smarmy.
Smarmy. Yeah. This I gotta say,
this fake thing. Oh.
Yeah, because see, now he's just fake. He's got to work to
put on a show
to get her, you know. But eventually, like it's not going to work.
To the groundhog.
I always drink the world peace. And he's like, dang it.
He sees putting a mark up there.
Yep. That meant a little nod.
Yeah.
World peace then.
Yeah. Okay, I gotta fix this. I'm gonna fix. Okay, it's not gonna do good today. Maybe tomorrow. Today.
And also, I love the look on his face that he does not like that drink at all.
No, you can tell. Yeah.
He's being so fake with her.
She is so good at redoing the same thing, almost the exact same expression, but not always, because, you know, different circumstances.
Now you wonder, has he ever actually really been the role?
That's what I thought.
But the thing is, now as a weatherman, he might be in the, you know, when you have those travel packages where go with our meteorologist on there, because maybe our meteorologist has to do that kind of thing. And he brought a nasty virus back with him last time and got everybody in the station sick.
Amen, he said. Look at this dude.
And this guy's like, wow, you're full of crap. Yeah. He's a bartender. He's seen it all.
He's seen it all.
Yeah.
He knows.
He's not dumb.
Much about Punxsutawney.
We've spent a lot of time here.
Yeah, spent a lot of time here.
That's true.
Small town people are more real, more down there.
That's how I feel.
Really? Would you like to try some white chocolate?
Yuck. Don't make me sick.
No white chocolate.
There's
taking
something
notes.
so familiar about this. Do you ever have deja vu?
Didn't you just ask me that?
See, that's just right off the cuff. I like that.
Yeah.
See, he's a really good actor.
He's got a little bit of charm to himself and a sense of humor.
See, Bill Murray is really a good actor because you notice how he changes when he's doing the fakey thing and the real thing. Yeah. He's really good.
My good Phil or bad Phil.
Yeah, he's really good. I mean, he's a great actor. He really is. I've seen him do serious stuff too. And he's really good at it.
Oh, I've seen the one where it's I think Scarlett Johansson's first movie.
That's really great.
I don't know if I've seen all of it.
That
but I was like,
that wasn't her first movie, but it was one of her first serious big films.
Well, she's really young. She's like maybe 20, if even that in that one.
But she also did Horse Whisperer.
Waiting or something. Yeah, something about waiting. He's supposed to be like he had been somebody, and now he's selling stuff. And
she was also a Horse Whisperer.
I don't think I ever saw that one.
That's good. I saw that at the theater. That's good.
Yeah. The fun thing is she still sounds very genuine, and the way he says it, you just hear that performance coming out of him.
Even that part where he's putting on, I already know this will tell me anyway. Kind of embarrassed to tell him you can see it.
Now, what we don't know is how long he took learning this.
Yeah. That's true.
So I've heard a podcast where they talked to the writer, said like the idea is you don't know how many loops he's done. He could have been at this for the equivalent of thousands of years.
Yeah, that was his original thing was that you were just going to start in the middle of it and it was going to be thousands.
Right.
At least 150, they said at least. But we don't know because they never said, which I think is better not to know. Just everybody have their own guesstimation in their head.
See, and I like this. He starts to get a genuine, he's being honest.
And then, of course, we'll see.
Of course, he was.
I love that.
He was kind of prepared.
Yeah.
But then, like, it's the unexpected stuff suddenly happened to him. And it's like all these, however many days that's been.
It seems cute and off the cuff and sweet.
An unexpected moment. He finally got to a moment where he doesn't know what's happening.
And he can be for real himself.
He's suddenly being real. And then.
One of my favorite songs.
Everything suddenly changes.
I love Ray Charles.
This is the first time he's thought of someone else besides himself.
And anytime I've ever been in a gazebo, which I have many times, but I've been on dates and all this, and I've sung this song many times. Don't know me. I don't want to get trouble.
Don't get me in a copyright strike.
I thought Ray Charles did the best of all the versions I've heard. He was so good, Ray was.
Yeah, he was.
I give credit where credit's due. Two of my very favorites of all time, Ray Charles and Nat King Cole, and he does a song later on that's amazing. But he didn't sing that at the time. He was part of a band when he did it. It was just so good. Oh, look at her. She's so happy.
And it's coming up later, but see, he had a complete natural and a real moment. It gets so sad now to watch him trying to get it to happen.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
No.
But it's so sad, and you're like, oh gosh.
Remember, she's the producer. She's the producer, Phil, not you.
Yeah.
And really, you shouldn't be producing.
But him trying to remanufacture everything that just happened.
Awful lot of work. He said it. He said it right there. It just takes an awful lot of work. When she said you can't make it, they like said, well, you can, but.
He's going to find out you can't make that happen.
And this music is perfect for it because it sounds so, I don't know, almost sounds like an old game show, kind of scummy almost. And I don't mean the game show scummy, but I mean that kind of cheapy.
It's got like a lounge.
Yes, that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I can't hear it right now as I'm taking my bowl to the kitchen.
But yeah, it does. It sounds that lounge.
Yeah.
Like he's trying to get to her. That's what he's doing too.
Yeah.
Speaking of thinking of other people, does anybody else want some raviolis?
I'm going to wait.
You're going to wait?
I'll wait till the end.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I'm the selfish one that was hungry.
No, don't worry about that.
Because I was hungry.
That's okay.
I may end up muting my microphone just for a little bit so I can use the microwave. Because I'm going to get me some snackies. I'm still a little hungry.
Here we go.
Maybe I'll get some cookies. Oh, is this where he's trying to recreate it? I'm in the other room.
He's trying to take advantage.
Yeah, tries to take advantage of this thing. He was doing okay, but then he gets that bad part of him still in there. And he messes it all up.
A person could understand in the sense that he won't have tomorrow.
Yeah.
But at the same time, of course, I'm not this way anyway, to try that stuff. But at the same time, it's like by doing that, you ruin it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that window he has up there.
There is a difference between love and lust.
Yeah, absolutely.
Big, big difference.
He's doing it his way, not the right way.
Ain't doing it the right way. This is not one of the glasses that it's easy to dip your cookies in.
It goes right back to the scripture that I'm always saying, press on with all your heart.
Right.
And lean not to your own understanding.
Yeah.
It makes complete sense when you are leaning that way until you get yourself trouble and you're like, oh, I shouldn't have done that.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I love you. And
that's where it's like, oh, don't tell me you love me when you just only known me for yesterday. But actually, he's known her for quite some time now.
Yeah, but she didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, she gives him the riot act here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And but once again, she's catalyst for change because she's reading him the riot act and he needed it.
Yeah, he did.
Especially when he starts to make a note on the ice cream like that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Fudge. And, yeah.
All his creepiness has been exposed.
Yep.
I'm making a lot of kitchen noise because I'm grabbing cookies because I'm still hungry.
I think that's the start of the slap montage, isn't it?
Oh,
yeah. That would hurt. It starts up here in a moment. Here we go. This is where he's real fake.
Yeah.
He's trying to reproduce the snow making.
Oh, it's
here comes the
it's
kids.
so sad. It's so sad and pathetic. That stuff that you can't make happen. It doesn't just take work. It takes work to keep it going, I guess. There you go. Look at it that way. Oh gosh, yeah, I know this. Oh.
The laughing's so bad, it's hard.
It is.
It's so bad.
Kitty cat.
But it shows how good an actor he really is. That he can make it sound so bad. Ow! Ow! Ow!
Are you up for adoption?
That's so sad.
It is so sad. Yeah, it is.
He's trying to make it happen here. Fall down in front of her.
And the look on her face as he's trying to get closer and like,
yeah. Where's Ray Charles? Why is he not singing?
Slap, 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 slap. And it's almost rhythmical.
His face really did get sore pretty bad a couple times. They said, but he told her. He said, "Go for it. Just slap me as hard as you can," because he wanted it to look real. And that was a good thing to do.
I'm going to mute myself while I eat cookies.
That was a good thing to do, though. But at the same time, because she is a sweet person, she wouldn't want to hurt him, you know?
Yeah.
You know, I think it's my microphone that's making y'all sound worse because y'all sound better when I turn my mic off. Maybe I should swap my microphone wire out.
I love that all these people did a great job. They got professionals to make those iced groundhogs. They did a great job. They really did.
That is a very unique art.
Oh, it really is. I can't imagine.
Here is depression.
Yeah. Well, I can't imagine. I mean, people, they use a chainsaw for that, but there's people that will do that to wood. I can't even imagine, at all.
It takes a lot of, look, he looks so sad and depressed.
Yeah, depression.
He's sweating there too, real bad. I love this part. So that's post-production stuff, but it's really great.
Dramatic with the clock flipping. Oh, look at it.
I love that you don't hear the radio there. You just hear him. It's cold outside. What is this, Miami Beach?
Mm-hmm.
Not hardly.
What did it count?
I don't know how many times he must have seen this.
Mm-hmm.
So we have no idea how long he'd been in depression. Well, you can tell he's depressed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sometimes depression doesn't show up like that.
No.
I mean, this is like a classic depression. What'd you expect?
This is they have to show us. I mean,
yeah.
But yeah, I've had depression before in several cases on several occasions, but it's a horrible feeling.
Yeah.
It doesn't even want you to go on, and it's terrible.
And then they have like the high functioning depression where it's hard to tell, but
you can get out of it.
Yeah.
It takes time.
It does.
Praise the Lord because it got me out of it.
Situational.
Yep.
But the people who have like no control over the chemicals in the brain.
Yeah, there's difference.
Yeah.
Different types.
Where you have no control over the chemicals.
I had to take some medicine for it, which I still do. But if it weren't for the doctors and everything else, I mean, I was going through so many surgeries and everything else and seizures. And if it hadn't been for the Lord using those doctors to help me, and I pray if there's anyone out there now who's suffering, seek help and the Lord's with you. So don't give up. There are some people who will say, and I know this because they've said it to me, they'll say that you just have faith and you don't need anything. Listen, have faith and follow the Lord God as he helps you with doctors and things because it's necessary, you know.
I need other people too.
Yes.
You know, I mean, I'm kind of an introvert, so like you try to take care of it yourself, but you can't. You gotta.
No. That's right.
I will be right back, folks. I'm trying to put a thing on my microphone because I think that's the difference. Oh, look at
that part looked painful, man. That part looked really painful when he threw that down.
Yeah.
I'm trying to put something. They have this big fluffy thing on their microphone.
I should have said the part where he slammed with his hand because
my microphone turned off because
I slammed things with my
protection on mine. So I'll be back to y'all.
I've slammed things with my hand before, and man, it cuts you up. You don't even realize.
Yeah.
I love this part. This is where he gets suicidal.
Yeah.
But almost murderous because it's not just take him out.
Yeah.
He's blaming the groundhog for his problems.
Yeah. It's more than just sharing the name.
Yeah.
I also share the name in a sense.
Somewhere I know there's a hole in this thing that I can put the microphone in. That's so sad.
That's more than just depression. That's a feeling the sad. That's like thinking
suicidal.
Yeah, suicidal, no hope.
Yeah.
That's a horrible feeling.
But just that the ominous thing is like, just want you to know that we had a beautiful time together.
Yeah.
She has no idea what he's talking about.
No. No, she doesn't. She don't remember. She wasn't there in a sense.
Oh.
Dude, that's sad.
I am.
Oh. We're going after him. How dare he?
Kidnap Phil.
Not the groundhog. No.
Yeah. That's their mascot.
Yeah.
Larry's the pervert for thinking that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Look at that bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Ding. Okay, I think I'm back. All right. I hope I sound better now and that everybody else sounds better. I tried to put a wind protection on mine because I was picking up so much of you guys that was making you all sound echoey. This is definitely levels of insanity. It's funny, but you're like, what are you doing? Don't drive angry.
That's one of the best lines.
Yeah.
Well, I have told my students, I said, don't make me grade angry. You won't like it when I grade angry.
They're kind of the Incredible Hulk there a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
When he was filming this, that groundhog, I can't remember the name of it right now, sunflower, whatever it was, bit him.
Yeah, I think I've heard that.
Mm-hmm. And he wasn't upset at the...
Don't play with my cable, kitty
He wasn't
cat.
upset at it because, you know...
I now have 2 kitty cats to deal with. No, I just told you not to play with that.
Here we go.
I gotta dribble on. Here we go. He's gonna Thelma and Louise.
And this was, well, around that time.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, the cop already is willing to shoot him. Well, I guess if he drives that truck straight at them, I guess the cop's thinking he's a threat.
Yeah. Well, that's trying to save the groundhog.
Yeah.
Showtime, Phil.
Which you imagine he's heard several times in his job.
2.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's an amazing looking shot.
Yeah.
That kind of makes my stomach go.
Oh, me too.
Drop,
That little
I'm not
So I wonder how deep that was. That's a huge.
Yeah.
No, this is funny though. He could be okay.
Boom!
Yeah.
No, not
That
now.
shot was amazing. How they went up with that. That was so great.
No, probably not now. And yet, I think that's the first time he's tried to kill himself, and now
Yeah, it was.
Here it goes. This is where he finds out he can't die, and he's the look on his face, like I'm back. It's still. This is disturbing. This is just disturbing. He just takes the toaster, unplugs it, walks away. You see him plug it in, get in the tub. Oh my goodness. It's just, I think what disturbs me is I had a cousin who died by an accident like this. He was just a baby, just a little guy. But yeah, with the lights blinking out there, ooh. I mean, that's just not, it's not funny.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think the first time I watched this was kind of the part that kind of was like, I don't like this movie. But, you know, again, like once you...
When you understand it, it's hard to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can see the stuntman's face a little bit there. But when we're done watching him committing suicide, this, you know, we get back to now to Rita and Larry. To toss it back to show you, okay, we're going to get back into them again here. You know, now that you've seen him on this binge.
Yeah.
They don't need to show you every time that he's done it. He's going to talk about all these times that he's done it here in a second. But now he needs to talk to her again to get set straight.
I don't think.
Because you survived a car wreck?
You folks ready to order?
I didn't just survive a wreck. I wasn't just blown up yesterday.
I wasn't just blown up yesterday.
Shot, poisoned, frozen, hung, electrocuted, and burned.
Oh, really?
And every morning I wake up without a scratch on me, not a dent in the fender. I am an immortal.
Special today's blueberry waffles.
I love that. Why are you telling me this?
Because I want you to believe in me.
You're not a god. You can take my word for it. This is 12 years of Catholic school talking.
I could come back if you're not ready.
How do you know I'm not a god?
Oh, please.
How do you know?
Because it's not possible.
Of course.
And you wonder how long he's been thinking about this.
This is Doris. Her
It's like, maybe that's what this means.
Diner. She's worked here since she was 17. More than anything else in her life, she wants to see Paris before she dies.
Oh, boy, would I.
What are you doing?
This is Debbie Kleiser and her fiance Fred.
Do I know you?
They're supposed to be getting married this afternoon, but Debbie is having second thoughts.
What? Be careful, Debbie. He's Zod.
This is Bill. He's been a waiter for 3 years since he left Penn State and had to get work. He likes the town, he paints toy soldiers, and he's gay.
I am.
This is Gus. He hates his life here. He wishes he stayed in the Navy.
Well, I could have retired on half pay after 20 years.
Excuse me, is this some kind of trick?
Yeah, she's
maybe
starting to
the real
forget
guy
now.
uses tricks. You know, maybe he's not omnipotent. He's just been around so long. He knows everything.
Oh, okay. Well, who's that?
This is Tom. He worked in the coal mine until they closed it down.
And her?
It's Alice. Came over here from Ireland when she was a baby. She lived in Erie most of her life.
He's right. And her?
Now, the interesting thing about this, so you find out he's gotten to know the people in the town somehow during all of this, which I think is kind of important later. He starts to like everybody in this town, I think, later. She's so good at how she plays this out because, I mean, how would you react when somebody's saying all this and kind of proves it? And she's like, but he's hit the point of being genuine again, though. Mm-hmm. You know, I'd love to learn how to be able to throw a card like this.
Yeah. Gotta want it, Rita.
You become Gambit. Of course, Gambit has the benefit of, charging him with kinetic energy, though, too. Explosive kinetic energy.
That was a time that was a huge fan of his, too.
Yeah, you want to put the mic down over here, not up to the side. Yeah. Choosing a tank top is probably not your best choice today.
Well, that's okay, because I can move it up. There we go.
There you go, yeah.
I just move my tank top up close to my mouth, see?
There you go. See here, there's dulcet tones. Oh, that's one of those sad things. You're going to think I'm a jerk again tomorrow. It's like none of this ever happened.
I'm a jerk, he says.
Yeah.
That's why I believe in being honest. It's one of the things of this film. I went through a lot of change when this film came out because I saw this movie the day I found out I was going to be a caricature artist. I found out when I did the interview, went and saw it right afterwards. And then a week later, I went and saw it again. And that was the day that a friend of mine had been murdered.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
On that weekend. And then, that changed. I changed as a human being a lot because I realized that you have to let people know how you feel.
Yeah.
When you can't, you'll get made fun of and mocked sometimes.
By the way, did you know I just love you to death?
Thank you.
That was good to know. Thank you.
I love you too, brother.
No, but
it's not the same.
It's important not to let the sun go down on your wrath.
Phil gets the filet-o.
Yeah. it's important not to let the sun go down in your wrath.
Yeah.
And the sun go down on let people think, well, do they know how I feel? I'm not saying everybody needs to know how you feel all the time.
Yeah.
But they do need to know about your love.
Yeah.
It's important. It's important because you don't know. It could very well be that person's going through a time where they think nobody gives a darn about them. But if you let them know that there is someone who cares, it may change the way they feel. It could even change their life.
Yeah. And this is one of the things that just shows when you start to care about one person. And this is an Aunt May saying, if you help one person, you help everybody.
Yeah.
Now, what we see happening, he's really learned how to love somebody now.
That's right.
Throughout the course of this. And it's a catalyst for him learning to care about others. He's not thinking of himself.
Yeah.
Just love does so much.
Yes,
even just one person to change you and to make you a better
person. I like
person.
that. It says poems for every mood. I like that. I have a book of poems stuff, and I force myself to read it sometimes. I'm not great at poems, but I like them.
Yeah.
I'm just not good at them.
I prefer the funny ones myself.
I have a hard time with the beat of it, to be honest. The rhythm, I mean.
Your hands are dry.
Because each one is different. And when you're not in the mindset of the poet, it's hard to know the rhythm of it.
It's a very sweet moment here coming up.
Yeah, it is. I love what he says here.
I never see anything I'm sorry. I'm going to look at my wife and say, I'm not good with this sort of.
Not as, very romantic.
I'm not eloquent that way.
Okay.
I personally am, but I don't have anyone to be romantic with at the time. So I'm kind of an old school romantic in that sense, but
I'm still a hopeless romantic because, boy, am I hopeless.
I'm hopeless romantic at times in that sense, but I'm not necessarily hopeless. Yeah. That's so sweet.
Mm-hmm.
But see,
it's one of those things, that he can kind of say because she's kind of going to sleep, and so you feel more comfortable, like, okay. But it's just sad that she doesn't know that he said any of that.
I learned that you don't have to be. Yeah. I'm talking about in this case, he had to wait till she was asleep. I don't wait anymore.
Yeah. Well, he also knows that tomorrow it's done with, so he wants to just tell and say everything now. Yeah, Kitty Cat wants to play with everybody's wires here, so we hope it's not messing up the sound quality, folks. Right in the middle of this crucial scene.
I like his honesty here. Mm-hmm. That's how I am in prayer. So honest with the Lord because he's the one you can be honest with all the time.
But he's learned how much of a jerk he is. Now he wants to change.
That's a good part.
He wants to be.
This is the part that changes the whole film. Really. Yeah. I mean, the rest of the rhythm of it.
Yeah. But all that whole thing, after all that, it's like, did you say something?
Yeah, I love it.
And I for some reason, I hear Angela Lansbury, after all this time, he's finally learned to love.
Yes, that's a good point.
But now it's like he makes that decision to be born again. For a chance to be reborn? Yes, sir. Put one foot in front of the other.
Wrong, so.
Yeah. But that's that thing. This is like, if you want to look for a Christian allegory, this is, he's got a new person. He's made that decision. Yeah. Love has changed him.
That's right.
Exactly as, coming to Christ is. Love has changed your life. The love of God has altered you entirely.
There's that lady with the Phil sign.
With the Phil sign, and she gets out there and looks at that car.
Yeah.
This breaks my heart. This is so bad.
Yeah.
With the homeless guy.
It's sweet, too.
But it just shows you, like, life is short for everybody.
Yeah,
You're stuck in one loop thing.
Bum, 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 bum.
It just shows you how important it is to consider others because we're all limited on this time. You don't know, do something nice for somebody because you don't know what could happen next.
Luke 6:31, doing to others as you'd have them doing to you.
Yeah.
It's also Matthew 7:12, more or less.
Yeah. And he knows everybody's coffee preferences because he's been around.
Pastry, Larry?
Pastry? I kind of want a pastry.
A little thing like that does go a long way. Doesn't make you a hero necessarily, but it makes you a hero for the person you're doing things for. I love doing that stuff.
It's a consideration.
Yeah. Well, for instance, today, we were just thinking about this, but we have a lady at our church who's hurt right now, and when a person's not there that does the things they do, you start really noticing just how sweet it is. Yeah. She goes around and gets coffee for everyone and takes care and gets treats. She gets treats for me just out of kindness of her heart. She'll even buy different creamer flavors just because she cares about me. So she'll buy different creamer flavors just to make it a little nicer, a little sweeter.
And here he goes, trying to improve himself. He's reading.
Yeah.
Because he can spend days. I love this. He hears the piano. It's like, I'd like to learn piano.
Yeah, he's got all the time in the world, more or less. That would be nice.
This is still funny, too.
Because that's something he can keep with him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like, I want to learn how to do this. And, I want to improve myself. But after he's improved himself, you see where he's also like, because he knows the timing, he can be there for other people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There is no tomorrow.
Yeah. There is no
this
tomorrow.
is kind of terrible. This little girl's in there getting her piano lesson, and
she can do it tomorrow. She has tomorrow. He doesn't.
Well, except for she's not getting tomorrow either. She's just not aware.
Yeah.
They're all in the loop with him, but he's the only one that knows.
Yeah.
But the confused look
but
like,
tomorrow will come eventually.
Yeah.
So you can do it then.
Yeah. Spoiler warning for the end of the movie.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure they know.
Yeah. I love this. Now he's so friendly to the guy, making him feel good. And this is something we used to have back when the Phantom Nexus was the Neverland podcast. I would tell you to keep a pixie in your pocket.
That's right.
Because you can pull that pixie out and a little handshake, a hug, just a little kind of thing. Even a smile at somebody, you can give somebody a little bit of pixie dust.
I'm always
just a little thing
I
can
try
make
to
all
treat
the
people
difference.
nice because that very thing is just a little howdy. And sometimes people are rude to you, but that's okay.
You want it in my milk so bad, don't you, kitty cat?
Look at him with gum like a child.
Mm-hmm. I just love. She's so funny in this when he's messing up, and she's used to it though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
a kid's messing up and playing a wrong note, and you just
now he's learning to do the angel, which I love because he has reasons for that too.
Mm-hmm.
You see it dripping.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't stay very long.
Yeah. Oh, that's that same picture right there.
Yeah, it is.
That's you see in the bar.
They use the file too. They use other things to make that ice sculpture. You can see they had a file. They have all these other things because by itself the chainsaw.
You think those are really Bill Murray's hands when you see the hands playing the piano?
Great.
Oh, and this is nope. Oh, this is funny. He's still messing with Ned. Is he messing with him, or is he actually trying to be nice to him? Is he trying to be nice to Ned?
Not yet.
I think he's just trying to be creepy doing it.
That's what he does.
Be like,
let's freak him out. Yeah, I guess that's still creepy. But, he's, when he figures out how to be nice to Ned, the nice thing to do with Ned is to buy insurance from him.
Yeah.
Well, that's the way he runs.
He runs away like, what was that?
I did it. I got rid of him.
But there's still a little orneriness in him.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. This is the part. This made me really sad when I saw it.
Yeah. And you wonder, is this the first time he passed by and noticed that he was not looking so good? Let's get you someplace warm. This is what I felt like last night when we found that kitty cat on our porch. Let's get you someplace warm. And we fed him, and there's a whole other story.
I love how that old man recognized him. He was
because who knows how much money he gave him.
Yeah. That's it. This part just breaks my heart.
Yeah. He was just old. It's going to happen to everybody. This I think is part of the point where he was thinking, oh, I'm like a god because I just can know everything. Now he's like, no, you can't fix everything, can you?
Yeah.
But this is where he starts to think even more about other people because he's been improving himself. Now he's like, oh, maybe I need to improve other people. Try to help them
forever.
Because you can't save everybody, but you can save some, right? And I love that determination. Not today, and he's going to try everything now to save this old man.
That's what little time he has.
And those bowls, I swear we used to have bowls like that when I was little. With that design.
Look at that. That's so sweet. Look at him.
Just ordering all the kind of food. Just trying everything.
Oh.
He's probably spent all day with him, getting to know him. Just knowing, of course, he was going to be there that morning. Instead of handing money, he's like, no, why don't you come with me? Let's have breakfast. Let's have some lunch. Let's get you warm. And then in the end, it doesn't matter how much you do for him. You can't save everybody.
Yeah.
But you made him have a good day once, I guess. Oh, that's your phone going off. I was about to say, what is that?
Sorry. I was thinking the same thing.
And but how did everybody know that he was saying something so profound they wanted to point their mics to him? And one thing also they said on the podcast I was hearing from the author, he wanted to have the idea, you don't know how many times he's been through this day where he was doing stuff for other people. Right. How long did he have to still go on and still looking out for others before he got to be free?
Well, we see one here in a minute where the boy.
Yeah, he's just like, how many times is that? You've never thanked me. So you don't know how many times.
Yeah.
But yet you don't hear any of that fakeness in his voice.
No.
Everything's still genuine. He's become honest with everybody. He's really sincerely cares about people now.
Versatile.
And see, there's a thing where he likes her. You know, if he was thinking of himself, he's like, oh, no, let's go get coffee. But he's like, there's other people that need help today that I know of that I'm going to help.
This is what they call the Superman Phil.
Yeah.
They said in that one section right here, he's a Superman Phil. He's going around doing everything he can to protect you.
Just to help people. Despite what he wants, he wants to help people instead of looking out for himself.
I don't know if it's just by coincidence, but red and blue, I just...
You've never thanked me. See you tomorrow, maybe.
That would throw your back out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, that was a big kid. That wasn't like a little one.
It wasn't a little kid.
That was like 11, 12. I mean, like, you know.
Yeah,
that's so funny. And the old lady's like, you've told it. It's only a flat tire. It's an earthquake.
She's a little dawn bell over.
It's from the car club.
She hits her head here.
Yeah. Had the tire in the jack because he knew it was going to happen. He went to the hardware store.
So he hits her head. I'm like,
must be from the auto
motor
club.
Yeah, it must be from the motor club.
Yeah. Now, what I've always kind of wondered about this is what happened to Buster when he wasn't doing this. Did Buster actually die this day?
I'm assuming, but I don't know.
Because nobody was around to do the Heimlich. And how long did Phil have to take learning the Heimlich so he could know what to do and to help him?
Look, just saving everybody.
Yep.
Looking him up and down.
Yeah. But I just kind of wonder what would have happened to Buster. We know that kid would have been seriously injured.
Yeah.
Broken arm or something. Cherry on the stick.
And now he's being the creep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he's not lying, though.
No.
There is a lot more than you don't just point a camera. You got to make sure your shot looks good and all this other stuff. It is complicated. I had to get an education to make sure I did it right. But still, the bartender gives him that look.
Yeah. He's the same thing he did to Phil.
Takes the tip, takes it right back.
Yeah, he's such a jerk.
Yeah. See, he needs to be caught in the loop, too.
Yeah, because in the beginning, you're thinking he's a nice guy and the Phil's it, but no, he's a creep, too.
You think he's just a loser at first, but then you're like, oh, you're kind of a creep. Everybody in town knows Phil Connors now.
Mm-hmm. In one day.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's definitely the 90s, that tile there.
Yeah, I've seen that tile in quite a few old buildings, though, too.
I like that quilt back there. That's cute.
Such a creep.
Oh, no, look at him.
She's like, just a shimmy and dancing, and he's throwing an arm around.
Get out of here.
You see, though, Bill Murray and his finger, so you always wonder, did he know how to play the piano? And
I know he learned. I'm just not sure for when he learned.
Yeah.
So great.
Now, you wonder, what Rita's been doing all day, if she's been hearing stuff, or is this the first time she's realized, like, everybody in this town knows you for some reason.
Look at her eyes.
This is the first time that she's coming to him.
Yeah.
Like, he's pursued her, but this time she's like, oh.
Yeah.
You know. Yep.
I love it.
And there's the piano teacher. Mm-hmm. He's my student.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that hair. That's definitely 90s, man.
Yeah.
That's great.
This goofy little hand dance she does. So it's funny.
There's the
married couple dances are crazy.
You know where they're going.
WrestleMania. Oh, it's not here yet.
No. And I looked to see that WrestleMania was not there.
1993.
Yeah.
I think it was after the Ultimate Warrior got the title.
Yeah, he got that in 90.
Isn't he good? He's my student. I love that.
That'd be a heck of a student.
Yeah.
Heck of a teacher.
Yeah. She taught him good over however many years.
She thought it was just hours.
Mm-hmm. And, at some point he's like, well, I know how to play the piano. He doesn't need to go to the lessons, but now he's going to her just to pay her a lot of money to do it just because he's being nice now.
I like how she's playing now. She's up there playing.
Mm-hmm. That's probably how he got up there to play. So it was supposed to be her job.
Yeah.
But he's like, oh, can I come play? And she knew how good he was.
I love how they're involved.
Mm-hmm.
I never noticed that lady was like to him.
Yeah.
That was thinking it properly.
Yeah. You see,
thinking him properly by kissing his brother in front of him.
I never noticed this. Look, he has groundhogs up and down on his buttons.
Yeah, groundhog buttons. That is fun. Yeah, literally for him at least. Same old, same old.
But the old him would have bragged about everything that he did, though.
Yeah, he would have.
And probably added to it.
Oh, see, now that I look at him, I can see Zod.
Yeah, his eyes off a little bit. She's got a jealous spirit in her. Watch this.
Yeah, she does.
It's not going to work. I hate to say.
Yeah, that's the thing. She kissed him on the lips. He kissed her on the cheeks, and now she's the one going to be jealous. Like, excuse me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Yep. That'd be a red flag to look out for. Be careful with her, Fred.
Yeah.
Dr. Connors.
Doctor. We didn't get to see that one.
Yeah.
You see what you looked all like, I know.
Yeah. But he might have started chiropractic just so he could help that guy.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like something that Heather would say.
Yeah.
There's another groundhog over there. The big one.
Royal Order of the Water Buffaloes. I mean, groundhogs.
Yeah. They got groundhog everything.
Yeah. That's the one thing you see over here. This girl who pushes the guy up there. It's like, you already had him, but now you're going to make people bid on him. What if you don't win him back?
Yeah.
You just lost your boyfriend.
I love her.
She's fun.
It says you're mine.
$10 says you're mine. Yeah. I'm only worth $10 to you. Okay.
She's so cute, though. She reminds me of that girl from, what was it called? What was it? Kiss My Grits. What was that called?
Oh, yeah. On the show Alice, and she was also in Gremlins as the bad, mean woman. Well, Kiss My Grits.
Yeah, she does kind of look like the old crabby lady on Gremlins.
Mm-hmm. You can see him kind of hoping that Rita was going to get it. Everything in her bank account. Poor Nancy. I wonder that she emptied just her checking account or just some extra savings.
Well, might have just been what's in her wallet.
Yeah.
Because people would, back then, people would carry cash, like.
I love this.
Oh, I feel so bad for him, though.
That's what happens. I love this part here.
He tries to shake his booty.
Look at this. Look great. Look at it.
Oh, the little old ladies are so excited.
Yeah.
75.
2 bits.
2 bits, which is a quarter. Yeah. Oh, I guess he does say 2 bits. Oh. He looks out there.
He says he has something interesting to say. There's you.
He finally figured out a way to be nice to Ned Ryerson.
I love that he does the fist.
All the stuff that he probably didn't think he actually needed because he would be repeating the same day. But all of a sudden now he's got it. I love this. Let's not spoil it. And you love he's so good natured that she teased him a little bit, but he got the joke and thought it was fun. And
he's such a good actor. He really did that. No, he did so many. He decided to be the most obnoxious guy he could be. I wonder who he based that off of.
It makes you wonder.
Yeah,
like who he knew that could do that. He's an affable and obnoxious person.
Yeah, he is.
Makes you want some ice cream. Yep.
I like how he has him on that pot there. That's so cute there. I don't know who really did that, but they did a good job.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's real snow anyway.
No.
Because it would have melted before they could use it.
I like
the believability. She's happy, but she's not in love with him.
Yeah. Well, because she's not been around as long as him. You know, that's and I think that was a good answer, the way they did it.
It is a good answer.
I like how this catches his eye.
And I love this. The snowfall. And it has not happened before.
Yeah, okay. He notices it.
See, it begins with a snowfall with a blizzard, and the snowfall indicating you're free. It's like the snow is somehow magic. I just love that because even he kind of looks around like,
wow.
I don't remember it snowing. I've been doing this a while.
Yeah, he doesn't pay too much attention to it. He just goes on.
Yep.
He's more or less paying attention to her.
And you almost think, oh, well, here we go again.
But I know it starts in a different place, but it's close enough to where you think.
You don't think about it so much. You're like, oh.
Here we go again.
And then...
No, it's not. He says,
it's like, not again. Oh, it's a great song. And then the arm, what the world?
That would be so much better than waking up in that same place again.
Waking up before you go.
Wrong song.
Something is different.
Anything is better. That's right.
Yeah, anything different is good. I like this stuff. I can't make a collie stay. It's just funny and kind of cute. Stay. He looks like such a little kid on Christmas morning at that point.
She don't know. He probably thinks he's nuts.
If you want it, you want that miracle. We had desire for it's Scrooge all over again. I like this throw in. He didn't go after her or anything.
I like that. Oh yeah, that's a real one.
Yeah, and we don't get to hear the radio. Well, she turned the radio off though, didn't she?
She did.
Yeah, when she reached across him. That is a neat little bed and breakfast house, though.
Yeah, it is. You're going to hear one of my favorite songs.
Is it the Ray Charles one again?
Nat King Cole.
Oh, Nat King Cole.
It's part of the Nat King Cole trio. He was part of it at the time.
The complete change of, like, I hate this town too. Let's live here. This has been copyright strikes all coming in. Yeah. It's almost like being sued. Yeah. Alrighty, so that was Groundhog Day. I'm going to turn the movie volume down as it's going to roll itself into credits. So I think we covered some spiritual content of the film. I think we covered it pretty well. Learn to treat others the way you would want to be treated. Think of others before yourself. Jesus, others, and you. Joy.
And the truth is, yes. And the truth is when you do treat others well, there is a reward in it. That's not why we do it, but we're blessed that way, I believe.
And it's kind of like seek first the kingdom of God. That's and all these things we added to you. God knows what you need and what you want, and he'll get it to you if you're focused on the right things. And he was focused on the right things, and suddenly he got everything he wanted.
That's exactly right.
And the groundhog's name was Scooter. There we go.
Oh, there you go. Scooter.
Isn't that fun? Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, but here comes the music again. Anything you want to add?
No.
Okay.
Prediction show, etc. Low.
Yeah. Well, this has been Watching Movies with My Pastor. You can find basically us. I still have just got neverlandpodcast.com. You can find lots of links for any ways you want to support the show by buying some merch for I haven't made much merch for this particular podcast, but I have stuff for
good news.
The Phantom Nexus.
Now, Potsatani Phil may not be here, but Pastor Phil is.
There we go.
I don't see my shadow. I'm just letting you know.
Springtime. We need springtime because, oh my goodness, even the South has gotten snow. But anyways, you can become a Red Circle exclusive member. You'll find that in the show notes. Join our Patreon and you can get the audio of the movie in time so you can watch along with us as we watch these movies. Otherwise, you're going to get like the edited version as I try to just get down to when we were talking. So it won't be the exact same length when you hear the normal podcast. So you are missing out by hearing the normal podcast, but hopefully you have fun with us anyway. Next time you hear us, we are going to watch Superman, and then I'm going to have Philip's got to pick out a movie that I have not seen, which I think we've talked about 12 Angry Men
12
before.
Angry Men's amazing.
So yeah, there's I think I've hopefully got everything I need now to get us on camera with green screen behind us, so where it'll look like we're sitting in the seats.
If you've ever seen the original Twilight Zone series, just about I believe it is. Every actor that's on there was from the Twilight Zone at one point. It's got so many good actors, except for one. I'm sure wasn't on there, and that is, of course, what's his name? Henry Fonda. He's the main actor in it. Oh, it's a good movie.
And 12 Angry Men, because I know you mentioned there's a lot of movies you mentioned I need to watch. So
Piglet's in it.
Yeah, you kind of mentioned that. I was like, that's probably one of the ones we need to watch.
It's a great movie.
We're going to watch Superman because we got it.
Oh, that's
And then we're going to watch some movie that I haven't seen, because that was actually the original idea that Philip had me watch stuff I ain't seen. And I was like, dude, we need to go through and watch
Trapped
all these other movies that we just love.
There's so many of them.
Trapped in Paradise, yeah. But, oof, goodness, I got the hiccups. But that will wrap up this episode. So, hey, tune in next time over at the Fandom Nexus. We're actually going to record one here at some point for the Black Cauldron, both the film and the Moot Book series. So make sure you check out things over there. And thanks for sitting with us and enjoying Groundhog Day. Groundhog Day! Woo-hoo-hoo! I need a good catchphrase to end this show yet, and I have nothing.